Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents. This is Tom's Radio Room Show number 286, and my name is Tom Stiles. Well, we're excited. Yes, we're excited once again because we have a great opportunity to review another radio. And actually, it's going to be a multi-review, in a sense. Now, what I want to show you is a website that I really enjoy. The caretaker of this website, that's kind of a crude word. Or the guy that sets up this website and maintains it, whatever you want to call him. Jeez. Anyway, I'm on the email list. So I get emails when a new article is published. And I've shown you this website before, and it's a fantastic website for shortwave radios and ham radios and stuff like that. So a couple of weeks ago, he posted a very interesting article that kind of caught everybody's attention. And the article was that he was going to test 4 shortwave radios against each other as far as reception capability. And it was going to be a very limited test in that he was going to tune to one radio station, and then he was going to record the reception of these 4 radios. And then post those sound bites and have his viewers decide which they thought was the best radio as far as from these sound bites, not from tuning or anything, but just listening to one station. He did that about 3 weeks ago and had a lot of response. A lot of people saying, I like number 1, number 2, number 3. Well, it turned out that the 4th radio did not receive the signal at all. They just couldn't pick it up. So it got left out of the test, or it came in last, shall we say. But he had the sound bites for the other 3 radios. And he, like I say, he published those. And then this week, he revealed which radio was which and how the voting went as far as people, how they felt which radio did best and why they did best. So now he is, like I say, this week he published another article on his website with all the details. I mean, he does a fantastic job of doing these kinds of reports. So let's go to that webpage, and it's right here. It's the swling.com website. And here is the time out for a commercial from my weather station. Oh, that weather station, I'm going to throw it across the room. Okay, where was I? Well, it's hard enough for me to concentrate, but when things like that come up, I really lose my mind. Well, I guess you have to have a mind to lose it. Anyway, so here is the report. Like I say, he did a fantastic pictures, graphs, it's great. And this is the results of the shortwave portable weak signal shootout is what he called it. And these are the 4 radios that he tested. And he has this long, he goes back over what he presented, and then he talks about the winners and losers and why they were winners and losers. And it was based on the responses from his readers. So it's a lot of good information. So if you're interested in getting a portable radio, a fairly new portable radio, here's 4 to choose from. And as a sample of one, this is some test results. Now, here is the exciting news. Is one of my subscribers saw this report, and he sent it to me. Of course, I had already read it, but he sent it to me. And he says, "Hey, Tom, you have this radio, and this radio, and you're only missing this radio here, the Sony radio. It's the only one you're missing." I will give you a credit on Amazon if you will do a similar shootout with these 4 radios to give people another input as to which radios they should buy if they don't have a shortwave radio or they're looking for a new shortwave radio. So I received that radio today. I will receive that radio today. I ordered it Wednesday, and I should receive it today. I will learn how to use the radio, and then I will do a video of a similar type test. Now my test won't be exactly the same, because what I typically do is I will tune a number of stations. Say I'll pick 4 stations and then compare the reception of the 4 radios to those 4 stations. Now, the one problem you run into when you're doing that is conditions are changing constantly. So by the time you start getting near the end of the test, conditions may have changed so much that the results you got on one radio may not be the same as the other radio, just because conditions change. So I'll try to factor that in and try to do the test somewhat quickly so the conditions don't change on me. So that's what's up. Like I say, I'll be getting that radio today, hopefully, if all things go on schedule. And I'll be doing my version of the shootout. But like I say, please, if you have not subscribed to this website, please do. Thomas, who runs this website, does an excellent job. It gets updated a lot. It's not one of those that just sits there dormant. He does a lot of these reviews himself, and they're very extensive. See all these beautiful pictures, and here's graphic test results. So check that out. And that's the show for today. If you enjoy my shows, please give me a thumbs up. That gives me a little indication that I'm providing information that you think is useful and handy. And if you have a comment, if you want me to do some show on some subject or something like that, just leave me a comment. I'll put it in my list of shows to do. And I normally, if I get a request or a comment, I move it up to the top of the list. One of the things we still have to do is I still have to do the reception testing of the Grundig G2 radio. The shortwave bands have finally opened back up, and I can now do that testing, and I'll probably do that tonight or tomorrow sometime and get that video out for your viewing pleasure. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.